Hear me. I want to talk about becoming capable first. I just got my son on the bus, so it's perfect. Yay! Okay, perfect. Yes, God. It's easier for me to come on earlier when my children are here because my older two have to be on the bus at like 5:45 in the morning. So I'm up. All right, perfect. So it sounds like everybody can hear me because Laura's responding. I trust that everyone is having a beautiful, wonderful, magnificent morning. My name is Megan. I am the CEO and founder of Yes God Wellness, which is a brand dedicated to the mind, body, spirit connection. Yes, Justice. You want another one what? Okay, honey. Yes, God. So thank you for liking the live. And so I'm also, we're also dedicated to reminding you that you have God within you and not to seek external circumstances to feel validation, to feel whole, to feel accomplished, to feel worthy, to feel enough. Because when you are searching for that, you will never find that. But when you give those things to yourself, they will begin to search for you. Yes, God. Am I the only one happy that we're here with just 12 of us? Yes, God. It's always the right amount of people at always the right time. Yes, God. And by the way, all my lives are transferred over to YouTube. So in case you want to listen to this later or want to listen to some of my other lives, you can go ahead and head over to my YouTube channel at Yes God Wellness. So I want to talk about becoming capable first. And as I was doing my morning routine and stretching and doing my lymphatic stuff and my 5 Tibetans, the phrase came to me, you have to crawl before you can walk. And I thought about the metaphor of someone who wants to learn how to ride a bike, right? The prerequisite for being able to learn how to ride a bike, in most cases, not all cases, but in most cases, is you have to be able to walk first, right? You need to be someone who is able to move around on your legs, to get around, to stand up, you have to be mobile. And so I thought about that in terms of God and the way that God needs us to be capable first before we are going to be granted the things and the desires of our heart. Okay? We have to be willing to be a good shepherd of what it is that we already have access to if we are looking to acquire more. And so I thought that was a really important topic for us to talk about because just like I mentioned, with the concepts of self-worth and wholeness and worthiness and enoughness, we tend to look for external circumstances, whether they be money, whether they be jobs, whether they be businesses, whether they be relationships, whether they be connections, whether they be opportunities. We look to those things to tell us about ourselves. And that is the opposite order of things. We have to tell ourselves about ourselves first, and then the external circumstances are flocking to us versus us being needy and seeking and having and wanting and needing and being desperate about looking. Yes, capable, good shepherd, stewardship, exactly. So you're not going to get mad at a newborn for not knowing how to crawl yet, right? You're going to allow them to go through the process. You're going to allow their body to naturally adjust and become accustomed to, being mobile and rolling over and being able to sit up. And so it's a process. And so we need to be able and willing to have the same grace and patience with ourselves as well as God, because so many times we're looking for that instant gratification. Well, I need it now. I need it now. I need it right now. And it's like, okay, in order to, yes, Justice. Okay, that's fine. You can go ahead and do that. Good morning, Virginia Beach. Happy Wednesday. Yes, God. And so just, okay, you're going to wait, baby. Mommy's talking to her friends and I need you to hush right now, okay? Thank you for being such a good listener right now. Okay, we'll do that on your way to school, okay? Okay. Sorry, y'all. I'm having my snow fungus soup for breakfast. Y'all know you can't see it and I don't want to spill it. I am my alter ego is a Korean lady. Anyways, so thinking about the things that we desire for ourselves, right? The point that I'm trying to drive home is that we need to embody the identity of the person who already has the things that we desire. And as a hack, the things that we desire, we would be the identity of someone who was grateful, someone who already felt fulfilled, someone who already felt like they were enough, someone who already felt like they were worthy. Thank you for continuing to like the live TikTok. Yes, God. Okay, so we really have to really think about this in practical kind of common sense too, right? Because again, you're not going to be able to learn how to ride a bike if you can't first walk. You're not going to be able to learn how to walk if you can't first crawl. You have to be someone who is capable and able, okay, to become and envision yourself as that next version. Right? You have to believe it's possible for yourself, number one. Let's go back and step there first, right? Because sometimes we're wanting things that secretly deep down, we don't even really think are possible for us. We don't believe it's possible. We believe that we're too old. We believe that we're too this. We're not enough that. We're this and this and that. Thank you, TikTok, liking the live and sending me gifts. All right. So it's so important to, first of all, we have to be willing to see ourselves as the version of the person that we want to become. We have to be willing to see ourselves. Thank you, Natasha. We have to be willing to envision ourselves in that space. And as we envision ourselves in that space of having our desires, we have to ask ourselves the question, what is that version of me doing? What is that version of me thinking? What is that version of me is perspective? Let me adopt that now. I don't have to wait until I see the circumstance to become the version of myself now. If I see myself as fit and healthy and, mobile and agile and flexible, what does that version of me do? That version of me eats nutritious foods. That version of me prioritizes movement. That version of me prioritizes sleep. That version of me, you know what I'm saying? So you have to really get in touch with that version of you. How do you stay aware without letting that awareness kill your mood? I'm not sure what do you mean kill your mood? How would the awareness kill your mood? Can you elaborate on that so I can answer that question? And just to touch on mood, right? And again, on the instant gratification thing, we have been trained in this society to want things immediately. Okay. We're used to being able, I want a burger. Let me drive through the drive-through. I want this. Let me go over here. I want some groceries. Let me order it to the door. We're used to being able to just tap a few buttons, scroll a few things, and be entertained and be satiated. Okay. And that's not necessarily how God works. Not saying that God never works like that, but God is more of a trust the process. Mom. Yes, honey. Okay, we'll call Jazzy on the way to school. You ready to get dressed? No. Okay. So when we are exactly being patient, patiently persevering does not mean sitting still. Let's work. Exactly. So again, becoming the version of yourself that already has the things. And so my work, right, is about the hacks. Like I'm a systems girl. I'm an 80-20 girl. I'm a Pareto's principle girl. Like I want to do the 20% and get the 80% return. I'm not trying to do the 80% and get the 20% return. If you don't know what Pareto's principle is, the 80-20 rule, I highly suggest that you look it up. It's a rule that suggests that either you're on one side of the spectrum, either 80% is receiving 20% return or 20% is receiving 80% return. Okay, out of all the clothes in your closet, you probably wear about 20% of them. Out of all the ways to get to where you're going, you probably use one particular route 80% of the time. Okay, so the 80-20 rule is very powerful. I do talk more about it inside of my Quantum Prayer Circle, which is my school community. Would love to have you in there. We train this identity, we train this nervous system, we train this perspective. There's a 7-day identity reset in there that talks about the Pareto principle, because for me, it's the only way to live life. I got to have systems. I love efficiency. I don't have time to waste. I don't have money to waste. I don't have anything to, I'm not wasting anything. I want it to be very efficient. Yes, God, thank you for whatever that was in TikTok. Thank you for becoming in my fan club. Yes, God. I got rid of most of my clothes. Yes, God, yes. And I've been looking into capsule wardrobes and being very minimal and that as well. And so just to say, right, like, so I forgot where I was going with that point. But the 80-20 rule I was talking about, and I don't know where I was going with that. But my overarching point, happy Wednesday, is that we must learn how to, this is what I was talking about, the hack. The hack of how do I become the future version of myself that has the things I desire, okay? It's not, yes, it's custom for each of us because we all want different things, but we really all want the same thing. We really do. We think we want different things, but what we want is to feel fulfilled. We want to feel loved. We want to feel seen. We want to feel appreciated. We want to feel fulfilled. We want to feel successful. We want to feel accomplished. That's it. That's really what we are all looking for. Okay, regardless of if you want to do it through this way or that way, or this is your passion, or this is your talent, or this is your gift. The underlying basis is that's the feeling that we're all looking for. I used to have about 75 shoes and now I'm down to 5 or 6. Yes, God. So the hack for us to all feel that way is to stop thinking we need something different than what we have right now to feel that way. Understand that because you exist, because that sperm won that race and cracked that egg and you were a result of that conception and that birth, that in and of itself means that you are worthy, means that you are whole, means that you are complete, means that you are valuable. The end. Every single thing that you have experienced in your life, the traumas, the pains, the trials, the tribulations, okay? None of those things mean anything about your worthiness. None of those things mean anything about your enoughness. None of those things mean anything about your deservedness. Okay? None of those mean anything. You are already those now. And so when you can begin to identify as that now, as whole, as worthy, as enough, as fulfilled, as grateful, as loved and loving, when you can begin to see that and identify that with now, all of those circumstances now become irrelevant. And when circumstances become irrelevant, you now become a magnet to them. Because when you are searching, needing, wanting, desperate, the circumstances don't want to be bothered with you because you're annoying. Okay, I talked about this yesterday. The more you need something, the less you're going to get it. The less you need something, the more it wants to find you. Okay, this is how energy works. Energy is like a toddler. Okay, when you move away from it, it is coming towards you. When you're chasing it and trying to get it to conform and trying to get it to do something, it is running away from you. Yes, Makisha, thank you for liking the live. Yes, God. I am so happy to see. And another thing too, I just want to share some gratitude too. We do share our gratitude every single day. We go live. We do a touch point with one another inside the Quantum Prayer Circle. But I want to just share a gratitude. This morning, I am so grateful for this community to be able to wake up, to see all of these notifications. I love that we are able to start our day together. What, baby doll? What do you need?
I need the mirror.
It's in the living room. You want me to help you? Give me 1 second, y'all. Let me help my baby find something. Careful, baby. It's okay. Maybe mommy has it, and I don't know where it's at. Here, Juju. All right, y'all. Thank you for being patient. The community is so uplifting. Quantum Prayer Circle is where it's at. Yes. I listen, Laura, I am so grateful. Like, as I was doing my meditation and listening to the Florence Scovel Shin affirmations that I shared inside the group this morning, I started crying because I was like, I am so grateful that I am able to have this community where we are all on one accord. We are all encouraging one another. We are all sharing our resources. We are all waking up with extreme gratitude, with extreme expectancy. Yes, God, Laura. Makisha's on TikTok and then Laura's over on Instagram. This community is just amazing. It's incredible. And it's been the result of me not trying anymore, me not strategizing, me not saying, I'm going to post this many times a day and I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that. It's a result of me saying, you know what, God, you show me what to do. I'm tired. I'm over it. I'm tired of trying to figure it out. I'm tired of the content posting schedules. I'm tired of all of the things that they tell you have to do to blow up on social media. And just like I'm talking about right now, as soon as I stopped caring about blowing up on social media, as soon as I stopped caring about hitting a certain revenue number a month, as soon as I stopped caring about it and just was okay with God leading me, all of those things are happening now. Literally every single thing that I was trying to make happen with my actions, once I said, you know what, it's not about my actions, it's about my service. God, you show me how I can be of service. And once I remove those things from my focus, I stop chasing those things. I stop prioritizing those things. I stop putting those things on a pedestal. Now those things are right here in my lap. Just by being authentic, just by surrendering. Just by letting go of control and thinking that I had to, again, my actions were the cause of the results. No, the results come when you let them go. It's about surrendering. I love waking up every morning and hearing the prayer and seeing everyone's comments. Me too. Me too. And I love saying the prayers and I love affirming over our lives because I'm not just doing it for everyone else. I'm doing it for myself too. And that's the beauty of being a vessel. It's like when you're a vessel for service, things are moving through you. So you are naturally the benefactor of those things. But being able to say these prayers, speak this life over myself, speak this life over my children, speak this life over my Quantum Prayer Circle members, speak this life over everyone here on this live right now, whether you're watching it now or later, me allowing myself to surrender and just ask God to show me what good can happen through me instead of asking what could happen to me. Let me say that one more time. Asking God what could happen through me instead of focusing on what I wanted to happen to me. That is what shifted everything. Yes, God. Happy Wednesday. Okay? So when you can begin to take the focus off of yourself and open it up to the world and say, God, instead of just focusing on me, I want to be a vessel for the world, God. Show me the unique and individual and personalized gifts that I have for the world, God. When you ask God that, I promise God will answer you. And part of it is removing the distractions, taking away the nonsense, taking away the content, taking away the media, taking away the relationships, the friendships, the situationships, the whatever ships, okay? Taking all of that away and opening yourself up to the infinite divine possibilities. This is what begins to allow you to receive, but it's so much more fulfilling because you're not just receiving, you're also a vessel for other people to receive. And so asking God what can happen through me versus to me is a game changer. Okay, and you have to be creating the space in your life to hear from God, which means you can't be spending all your time doom scrolling. You can't be spending all your time listening to nonsense. You can't be spending all your time gossiping on the phone. You can't be spending all your time minding celebrities' business. You can't be spending all your time. You see what I'm saying? We have to be able to be willing to be still and know that we are already one with the divine, which means that we are already whole, we are already perfect, we are already worthy, we are already capable. Okay? Social media is a la carte. Do not eat from the buffet. Exactly. Curate what it is that you want to consume. Creator, what abundance can be shown through me? Yes, God. Through me, not to me. Because guess what? Through me is to me. Guess what? Through me is to me by default. It's to me by default. It's to me by default. And so when I say, okay, you know what? No more selfishness about just focusing on me. I want to serve the world, God. Please give me the vision. Please give me the divine nudges. Please give me the ideas that excite me. Please give me the ideas that pop up in my mind and I'm like, oh, that might be cool. Those are the things that God uses to allow you to realize and recognize the path, to start to take the steps in the direction. You don't have to know the final address to be willing to walk in the direction. And that's the difference between letting the ego mind lead and then letting God lead. The ego mind thinks it needs to know all the steps. The ego mind needs to know the address. It needs to know what streets I'm taking, what's the route I'm taking, what car am I going to be in, what am I going to be wearing, what am I, you know what I'm saying? And all that is a recipe for suffering, because it's none of our business. Let God be the orchestrator. The mind is good at solving problems. The mind is not good at identifying problems, because the mind thinks everything is a problem. And really nothing is a problem. Everything is an opportunity. We are compensated in this life based on our service to others, the value that we provide to others, whether it's real value or whether it's perceived value. I hope somebody caught what I just said, because some people are making a lot of money based on the perceived value that they're creating, but that's how the market works. Create value, be compensated. Okay? Yes, God. Yes. So when we can begin to be God-led, it's a surrendering. It's an I don't know, but I know that God's leading me. I don't know how it's going to end, but I know it's going to end well. I don't know why I'm being led to do this, but I know I'm going to do it because I'm trusting God. I don't know if I'm going to receive and reap where I'm sowing, but I'm being told to sow here now. Because the thing is, you're not always going to reap where you're sowing. Where you plant the seed is not always where you're going to see the fruit grow. So stop looking for the tit for tat 1-to-1 ratio. Okay? It's not about that. God, trust me, God is keeping track. God is keeping the score. You don't need to. You don't need to. God is keeping it. The obstacle is the way. Yes, God. The obstacle is the way. Okay? Thank you for liking the live, y'all. I'm already up to 5K likes on TikTok. Yes, God. I wish I didn't have to run in a minute, but I do. I would love, excuse me, to see folks join us for this every single day. This community is growing. It is amazing. It is rejuvenating. It is such a source. So excuse me, I don't want to call it a source because God is the source, but it is such a wonderful channel for God's abundant supply that is coming through. There is no growth without adversity. Exactly. We would love to have you in the community with us. Like I said, we go live every single day at noon. I hope I'm going to make it today at noon because I have a dental appointment at 11, but I'm trusting God. And even if I don't make it at noon, I will be there shortly thereafter. We would love to have you there. You wake up to a new prayer every single morning. You wake up to a self-concept rampage every single week. There are courses in there on healing, on forgiveness, practical. Okay, I'm a practical girly. This is not just theory. I like what, show me what to do. Tell me what to do. I need to do it now. Okay. 80-20 rule. Yes, God, come join us. Thank you, Makisha. God is so good. I recently had a stroke in the middle of my heart procedure and God woke me up. Praise God in heaven. Yes, God, because you have a purpose and we all have a purpose and an assignment here. And if we woke up this morning, we need to be thanking God all day long. Thank you for waking me up, God. Thank you for giving me the mind that's open to receive your guidance, God. Thank you for allowing me to hear, see, talk, feel, think, God. Thank you for showing me, God. Thank you for the air to breathe, God. There shouldn't be anything we're not saying thank you about. Okay, we would also love to have you in Bali. We are doing a identity recalibration retreat, October 20th through the 26th. All you need is a 25% deposit. We'd love to see you there. Hi, I'm new here. Hey, new here. Thank you. I truly appreciate this. Thank you. I love being uplifted by like-minded individuals. Yes, it's so powerful. Proximity is powerful, y'all. Even if you don't join my community, get in a community. Surround yourself with people who are uplifting you, who are reminding you of your divinity. Okay? Do not, you have to be in the right rooms. You have to be in the right spaces. You have to be in the right environments to grow. A seed is not going to grow if it never gets sunlight and water. So be sure that where you are is nurturing you, is watering you, is encouraging you, is empowering you, is uplifting you. We'd love to have you inside the prayer circle. You can, the retreat and the prayer circle, please go ahead and go to my profile. You can check out the link in my bio and you can find all that information there. Okay? I love everyone. I got to get my little one to school. And then I got to go get my walk in nature. I'm waiting for my microphones to arrive today, so I'll be able to do these lives out in nature, which is where I love to be. And yes, God, I pray and I trust that you're going to have an amazing, abundant, prosperous, grateful, fulfilling, successful day, because that is what you are already. You don't need anything to happen or not to happen for that to be true. Hi there, would you like to check out our voice journaling app and give us your feedback? Maybe send me a message. Let's talk about them coins. Yes, God. All right, y'all. I'll talk to you soon. Peace.